Listen, at the end of the day, you are your own man. Nobody can force you to do anything that you don't want to do. Because who really has power and control over you besides God in the universe? Who really does? Who really does? Can't nobody out here force your decisions. Couldn't nobody back in the day force their decisions. You know what happened with the slaves? When the slaves didn't want to stay in bondage anymore? They didn't want to get mistreated by all the slave owners. You want to know what they did? They made the choice and they ran away. They said, you know what, I ain't putting up with this no more. They didn't care if they got whipped. They didn't care about if anything happened to them. They wanted freedom. They wanted freedom. And let me tell you what, once your mind desires freedom and your mind is tired of being in the same situation, you will get out of it. You will get out of it because you are your own person. Nobody can force you to do a thing. Nobody can force you to do a thing. You are your own person. You're going to get what you want by any means. You're going to get what you want by any means. But still, at the same time, you got to know that you can't force anything. But still, if you want something for your life, you're going to get it by any means. But you got to do it right. You got to do it right. You got to do it right. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. It's so simple. A lot of people like to complicate it, but it's really not that complicated. The people only complicate it because they want instant results. But what you need to understand is that you're not going to get instant results. You're not going to get instant results. So you don't got to follow the crowd. You can be yourself. You can trust the process. You may not get it right then and there, but at least you know you're going to get it eventually. Success is not guaranteed when you living in the short term, but it is when you live in the long term. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Long-term gratification over short-term gratification. We don't care about that instant gratification. We don't want things given to us easily. We want to work for it because we know when we work for it, it's rightfully ours. We earned it. We earned it. It got our name on it and everything. There is no games to be played. You can't play around with the grind because once you play around with the grind gonna play with you, and you ain't gonna like it when the grind play with you. You better believe it. You better believe it. You're gonna be out here wondering why you don't got all these good things. You don't got all these good things because you playing around with the grind. You're not taking your life seriously. So if you don't take your life seriously, life ain't gonna take you seriously. Straight like that. You gotta. Oh my God, I'm dropping gems. I'm dropping gems. If you don't take your life seriously, life won't take you serious. It's all about if you want it or not. It's all about if you want it or not. People could try to bring you down and all that. People could try to change you. People could try to say that, oh, why you don't act like everybody else? Why you don't act like this person? Why you don't act like that person? Come on. You know what you got to do. Why don't you just do it? Why don't you just be like them? I don't want to be like them. I want to be like myself because I know I'm going to win. I know I'm gonna win. Yeah, they got all the fame and everything, but they not. You think all these famous people are really happy? You think all these famous people are really happy? They not, because it's some dark stuff going on behind the scenes, but they don't want to tell you about all that though. They don't want to tell you about all that though. That's because they are not their own person. But we out here, the ones who are not famous, we are our own person. That's why it's important to be your own man. Stop listening to all these people trying to sell you dreams because it's not going to work. You got to live life in your reality. You got to learn your own lessons. You can't learn lessons from other people who already learned those lessons because that was their lesson to learn. Jim, play that back. Play that back. I urge you to play that back because that was a gem. You can't learn the lesson of somebody else who already learned that lesson because that was their lesson to learn. They made the mistake. They made their mistake, so that was their lesson. Their lesson won't resonate with you because you didn't make it their mistake. Now, maybe their lesson could resonate with you, but if it's not resonating with you, live life in the natural. Live life in the natural. Everybody makes mistakes. It's all about who learns from it. But if you keep making mistakes, what was the point of even going through it? Why even go through it if you're just going to go through it again? Pointless. But with that being said, this has been Grind Life Productions, and we signing out. Peace.